Hello friends, and welcome back to Unbound Learners Pre-K. How are you doing today? That's so great to hear. Are you ready to sing our good morning song together? Let's make our arms into a big circle out in front of us like this. Now let's bring that circle up, up, up over our heads. Give a little stretch from one side, stretch over to the other side, back up to the middle, and now let's bring the circle back down in front of us. And now it's time to sing together. If you know the words, sing along with me. Here we go. Good morning, dear earth. Good morning, dear sun. Good morning, dear rocks and flowers everyone. Good morning, dear beast and birds in the trees. Good morning to you and good morning to me. I hope that you all are having a wonderful morning so far. Let's get started with circle time. And the first thing that we do is begin with the calendar and weather chart. Now the first thing that we do is start off with the month. The month is right up here. And this week we started a new month. Do you remember what the month is? March! That's right, friends. And today is March 4th. So let's move the chip over from yesterday. Yesterday was March 3rd, and today is March 4th. And right up here, we have the year. Do you know what the year is? 2021. You're right. So let's see the date one more time, all together. Are you ready? Today is March 4th, 2021. Now, can I see your counting fingers like this? And let's warm them up. We are going to count all the days that we've had so far in the month of March. Will you count with me? Let's start at the number 1, 2, 3, 4. We have had 4 days so far in the month of March. Now it's time to sing the Days of the Week song. And how many fingers do I need to hold up for this song? 7. That's right. Because we have 7 days in the week, we need to hold up 7 fingers like this. And if you know the words, sing along with me. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let's travel back down to the bottom of the chart, right here. Do you remember what the day was yesterday? I'll give you a clue. Yesterday was Wednesday. That's right. So that means that today is Thursday. And if today is Thursday, tomorrow will be Friday. You're right. Tomorrow will be Friday, the last day of the weekday. But let's go back to today. Let's sing Today is Thursday together. Are you ready? Today is Thursday, today is Thursday, today is Thursday all day long. Today is Thursday, today is Thursday, today is Thursday all day long. Now let's travel back up to the top of the chart. Right here we have the season. Do you know what the season is? Winter. That's right, friends. But winter is almost over. And after winter, what season will it be? Spring. That's right. In just a couple of short weeks, it will be springtime and the weather will get a lot warmer. But before we talk more about the weather, let's sing the weather song together. It goes like this. What's the weather? What's the weather? Can you tell? Can you tell? Is the sun shining? Is the rain falling? Can you tell? Can you tell? Let's take a look at my weather picture. Right here. It looks like the sun went back behind the clouds. When I look out the window, a little bit of sunshine is still poking through, but it's mostly cloudy where I live. And look at my temperature chart. It went back to dark blue. Yesterday was warmer. It was cool, but today is cold again. What's the weather like where you live, friends? Go ahead and look out your window and let me know what you see. Thanks for sharing the weather with me. Now it's time to move on to the letter and the number of the week. So this week, we have been talking about this letter. Do you remember what sound this letter makes? Let's make that sound together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. This letter says, and do you know what letter this is called? H. That's right. This is a lowercase h, and H says, now it's time to guess what's inside of the letter box today. So remember, inside of this box, I have something that starts with the letter H. I'll give you a couple of clues, and if you know what it is, you can take a guess. Are you ready for your first clue? As you can see, part of the object is poking out from the mystery box. Here's your first clue. This is a type of a tool, and this tool is used to pound nails into wood. Do you know what it is? Let's see. It's a hammer. Hammer starts with the letter H. So there are different parts to a hammer. This part is called the handle. You hold the grip right here. This part of the hammer is called the claw. The top of the hammer is called the head, and this part right here is called the face. This is the part that pounds the nail into the wood. Hammer starts with the letter H. Now we also have a new number to talk about this week. We've been talking all about this number. Do you remember what number this is? 13. That's right, friends. This is the number 13. And 13 is a double-digit number because when you write the number 13, you have to write 2 numbers. What is the first number that you write? 1. That's right. And after you write the number 1, what number is this? 3. When you write the number 13, you write the number 1, 3. 13. Now it's time to count the tally marks. Will you count with me, friends? We're going to count 13 tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes across, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 goes across, 11, 12, 13. 13 tally marks. Now inside of this box, I have some coniferous branches to count. And even in the wintertime, these branches keep the green needles on them. They don't fall off. So as I count, I'm going to line them up across the top of the box. And you can count with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and one more makes 13. 13 branches. Today we're going to explore our hands, but specifically our fingers. So my fingers may look similar to your fingers, but they're really very different. First, let's count our fingers. And in order to do that, let's hold up both of our hands. One hand, 2. And I have a special song that goes like this, and we're going to count them. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little fingers, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little fingers, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little fingers, 10 little fingers on 2 hands. So most people have 2 hands, and most people have 10 fingers. But let's explore our fingers and our hands a little bit more. Let's see. What color color are your hands? Is the palm of your hand a different color from the back of your hand? Now let's look at our nails. Your nails are at the tip of your finger, right up here. Are your nails painted a color? Are your nails short, or maybe they're long? Now let's flip your hands over to the other side of your nail. These are called your fingertips right here. And let's look closely at your fingertips. Do you see those swirly lines that are on your skin? Those make something called fingerprints. And did you know that every finger makes a different fingerprint? So the fingerprint from this thumb is going to be completely different from the fingerprint on this thumb. But instead of talking about it, why don't I show you? Let's go. For today's work, you will need a piece of paper, some ink pads, and if you don't have any ink, you can just use some washable markers instead. Today, we are going to make fingerprints and then observe how different they look. So the first thing that you need to do is find your fingertip. Now, the fingertip is the top of your finger. So hold out your hand like this and find the tops of your fingers right up here. Right up here is the nail, and when you flip it over, the other side, right here, is the tip of your finger, and this is the part that's going to make the fingerprint. So once you've found the finger that you're going to use, take your ink pad, and you're going to press your finger into the ink. Press, press, press. And when you have some ink covering your finger, bring your finger down to the paper and push, just like a stamp. I'm going to hold up my fingerprint so that you can take a good look. Do you see those swirly lines? I made a fingerprint using my counting finger. So let's try another finger. This time I'm going to use my thumb, and I think I'll use red this time. So I have my thumb, but my fingerprint is going to be made on this part of the finger, the side opposite your nail. Take my ink pad, and I'm going to press my thumb in like this. Lots of red ink, and push. Look at that fingerprint. This one is from my thumb. So as you can see, this fingerprint is much larger than the fingerprint from my counting finger. Let's try one more. This time, I think that I'm going to make a fingerprint from my other thumb. I wonder if they'll look the same or different. I'll use green this time. Take my other thumb and press it into the ink pad. Press, press, press. And I'm going to make the print right next to the red thumb. Push it down. Oh, let's compare. There's the other fingerprint from my other thumb. So this one is a little bit smaller. So let's see, I made 1, 2, 3 fingerprints. And as you can see, they are all different. Now, if you don't have any ink friends, you can do the same activity, and instead of pressing your fingers into the ink, you can pick a washable marker and simply color on your fingertip and then press it down to make the print. Let's get back to circle time. Welcome back to circle time, friends. Our bodies really are so amazing and also so different. Thanks for learning with me today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and find me on outschool.com for my live and interactive classes. You can also support my channel by checking out my Patreon page for bonus features for your child. Before we go, we have one last song to sing. Can you wave goodbye like this? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. I'll see you next time. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.